So at this point, guys, I think it's cool to talk about what's going on with the right hand and the left hand when I'm playing this stuff or when I'm comping. So a lot of it is to do with the synchronization of the right hand and the left hand. Depends on the context, but say I am playing with just a singer, or maybe I am just playing solo guitar stuff. I really need to be focusing on two things. It's almost like playing a bass line, a drum groove, and then chords on top. So how do I achieve this sound? I think really you need to be thinking of two separate things with your right hand. So we'll have like a bass line going, which will be predominantly dominated by the pick, and then the chords or the more harmonic information will be literally controlled with these three fingers using hybrid picking. What do I mean by that? Let me give a quick demonstration then. So say I'm just going to play around a C dominant 7th chord. What I'm going to do is play a little bit of a bass line, and then what I'm going to do on top is play some chords using the hybrid picking so that you can see the separation between these two. So let's give that a go. So as you can see, I used a mixture there of using the pick as the bass line. I also used the pick and the fingers together sometimes for chords, but mainly I'm thinking of an upper structure being controlled by these three and the bass line being controlled by the pick. So maybe part of the reason why you'd want to do this is that you don't need to play every single note from a chord voicing all the time. It would get very boring very quickly. Really what I'm doing is I am controlling which note rings out, or the dominant note, if you like, in this whole sound with these fingers. So sometimes you'll hear things by where I'll really target one note. Say I want to hear that major 6th interval over that dominant 7th chord, then I'm going to use one of these fingers to really outline that. Let me give you a quick example now. So if I wasn't using this separation of the hybrid pick and the pick, then this is kind of what that would sound like. So as you can hear with that, there's less of an emphasis on that major 6th interval at the top. You're hearing the whole chord kind of together. I guess with hybrid picking, this is actually something that you can do, which you can't do with picking. It's worth pointing out that with hybrid picking, you can play every note at the same time, which is something that you can't achieve by strumming. But we also have a degree of separation, which we can use to our advantage to make certain notes stick out, depending on our accents. I think this is just a really cool way, and it's very modern in the sense of, you know, you are not just hearing a block chord, you're hearing little melodies going on within these chord structures. Another cool thing that you can do with these chord shapes is all to do with the sliding motions. So one super common trick is to slide in from a semitone below or a semitone above. Let me just quickly demonstrate that with a basic E minor 7 chord. So to kind of round this lesson off, I think it's a great practice point to be able to look at different rhythms, listen to bass players and see what ideas they come up with, and see if you can actually match chords with them. There are tons of examples out there. Listen to Stevie Wonder, songs like I Wish, Superstition. See if you can relate what's going on with the bass line to an upper chord structure. Cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. See you in the next one.